Guys, join Amy and I as we head off to Arosta. We'll stop in Ipoh.
In Ipoh, we'll visit the famous Perak Cave Temple, the Sampo Kong Temple, and the Taj Mahal of Ipoh, the Ipoh railway station. Cheers! So guys, the first place we are visiting is the Perak Cave Temple, located at the 4th mile of Jalan Kuala Kangsar. Reverend Chong Sen Yi and his wife arrived from China in 1926, and they were captivated by the limestone formations here which resemble Guilin in China. When they found this large cave around this area here, Reverend Chong received a divine command to develop it into a Buddhist sanctuary. He abided by this command, but before the temple was finished, he passed away. Well, the task of completing the temple was completed by his sons, and after 3 decades of planning and tireless efforts, this Perak Cave is now a top tourist attraction. What's your name?
I think it's Qin Yuming.
Qi Yuming. You Chinese?
Yes, Jindian.
Jindian?
Yes, Jindian. You go up very nice up.
What temple is this? Cave?
This is the Perak Cave.
Perak Cave.
Perak Cave.
What statue is that?
This is the Guan Yin.
Oh, Kunyi.
Very nice. Go see there. Have born and priest.
So,
Very Guan Yin lah.
I'm at the Perak Cave Temple. You see? So let's have a look at this statue first. This statue of Kun Yin is a revered East Asian Buddhist figure, often depicted as a goddess of compassion, mercy and unconditional love. Her name Kun Yin translates to one who hears the cries of the world, and she is a bodhisattva known for helping those who suffer. He is a champion for the unfortunate, the sick and those in trouble. Okay? Come. So now we're going to enter the Perak Cave. This cave sits at the foot of a 120 meter high limestone hill, and there are 450 steps inside which takes you to the top of this limestone hill. The cave itself is 100 feet high and 1000 feet wide. So as you enter the temple cave, you see this large statue of Buddha which is 40 feet high. It's supposed to be one of the attractions of this cave. You can see the candles lit by devotees who come to pray at this temple. So there's another statue of Buddha here. Buddha standing up there looking radiant in gold. So the steps going up to the top of the cave or the hill is only open at 9 a.m. And since we were here before 9, we could not attempt the steps. We are closed. Climbing time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. only. Another item of interest here is this vast formation of stalactites and stalagmites seen here. So that was our visit to the Perak Cave Temple. Now let's just ask Amy how she found the temple. She's just walking out here, and this was her response when I asked her about the temple. How do you find it? Yes, her typical answer, I like the dogs at the temple. So let's move on to the next location. So guys, before we leave, this is the last view of the Perak Cave Temple as seen here, seated at the foot of this limestone hill. Cheers. The Sampo Kong Temple was discovered in 1912. The name Sampo Kong in English means Three Treasures Cave. It's also known as the Three Buddhas Cave. It's a Chinese Buddhist temple within a natural limestone hill, developed by the Buddhist community and now has become an international tourist attraction, attracting visitors from all over the world. Among the main attractions here are a beautifully decorated pavilion in front of the temple and a landscape garden with a fish pool, which was awarded the best landscape garden in Malaysia in 1993. So we are now passing this landscape garden and the fish pool on the left here. Well guys, although the gardens were clean and tidy, it looked a bit dated and old. Maybe it's time for a refurbishment or rejuvenation. Now inside the temple, there are many statues of Buddha and other deities available for devotees to offer prayers. A small pathway inside the cave leads to a tortoise pond where feeding is allowed if you purchase fruits or vegetables from the counter located inside the temple. So the tomatoes are for sale at 5 ringgit a packet to feed the tortoises and turtles, and the fish pellets are sold at 3 ringgit a packet. You can see the fish pellets here and the tomatoes over here, you can help yourself. Banyak tinggi ya? How far? Berapa lama? Jauh. This way. So according to this Indonesian tourist, there's some steps going up where you can visit a pagoda, but I didn't bother going up. I decided to follow the arrows to leading to the pathway to the turtle or tortoise pond. So this narrow tunnel leads out to this open area here where you can see it's quite peaceful, many seats available to sit down, and this is supposed the tortoise or turtle sanctuary. There seems to be a few turtles on the side there, and I suppose you can feed them if you bought some of the tomatoes which you saw earlier. So these are examples of some statues and relics of Buddha. I've seen here a few statues there. One more statue of Buddha over here, and there. And there's some nice painted pictures, and there's another gold statue of Buddha. So as we leave the Sampo Kong temple, although it looked a bit old and dated, still there was an air of prayer and humility and peacefulness as you walk around this temple. Cheers. This Ipoh railway station, affectionately known as Taj Mahal of Ipoh, it closely resembles the Kuala Lumpur railway station. It was built by government architect A.B. Habak. Construction started in 1914 but only completed in 1917 due to shortage of material and the high cost of labour during World War I. This railway station is designed in a British Raj style, surmounted by Moorish domes and turrets. So you see guys, although the outside of the building, the exterior is still preserved in its original form, if you enter into the station proper, you'll see that it has been modernized. The interior looks clean and airy and cool, with a large number of seats available for passengers to sit. There's a new ticketing area. There are electronic displays to keep you aware of the time of departure and arrival of trains. There's a ticketing booth over here. You can either buy it from a teller or use the kiosk to buy a ticket. And you see people queuing up waiting for their train to arrive. So guys, you can see that if you enter to the main entrance of the Ipoh railway station, this building is part of the Ipoh Heritage Trail as seen here. There's a stone plug on the left here giving some information about the train station, stating that this is a step in the Ipoh Heritage Trail. You see a tour guide here giving a briefing to tourists regarding this old building. So that was the Ipoh railway station, nicknamed Taj Mahal of Ipoh. Cheers!